Hi again, and welcome to BryzGarage. Today we're going to be working on this 2003 Hyundai Sonata. We are going to be replacing this door handle here, this front door handle. As you can see, this chrome is flaking away, and this is very similar to a lot of Sonatas this time. When these were manufactured, this comes off and it becomes very, very, very sharp, like razor blade sharp. Can cut your hand while you're opening the door. So we're gonna replace that door handle. Now this door handle, it's similar to your rear one. However, taking off these door panels are slightly different, different from the rear to the front. So I'm going to show you how to do this. The first thing we're going to do is disconnect our negative terminal on our battery. So we're going to do that first, and then I'll show you how to remove this panel. Alright, so we're just going to simply remove the negative battery terminal. And push it to the side. Okay, so now that our negative battery terminal has been disconnected, I'm going to show you where all the screws are located. You got a couple that are covered here. 1, 2, and 3. And I'll show you how to get those off. And you have some that are exposed right here on the bottom. 1, 2 of those. And you have exposed ones 1, 2. And then you have one that's hidden right there. There's a cover over it, a little shroud. So there's 8 of them all together. So I'm going to show you how to do that, how to remove them. So to get these ones off, I'll show you real quick. You're just going to take a tiny pry, or a pick, or a tiny screwdriver, as such, and you're going to pop these out. Be real careful. These go shooting off like that one just did. But there's your screw. Do not try to pry this off, just that center piece, and that gives you access to the screw. When you unscrew this plastic piece will come out. So we're going to continue to take out all the screws. This is similar. There's a little door there. Keep in mind that could break off. They're very fragile, so just keep that in mind. You're going to want to use this, like a stubby Phillips head, to remove those 2 on the side. Longer screwdriver hits into the gasket seal of your door, so use this. Okay, so now that after you take out the door and begin to loosen up the screw, this whole piece right here comes out. Like so. And then next, you're going to take off your speaker. Be very, very careful with this. You're just going to simply pry it in here. Just like that. Be very careful. You'll notice there's foam in here, and your speaker wires and all that. So right there, just kind of push that off to the side. That also allows you to, if you ever need to replace your mirror, it's just these bolts right here and wire harness. But that's for another video in case if needed. But right now that's one damn thing I don't have to replace, thank God. But anyway, now that we got the speaker off, the door panel is ready to come off. You're going to simply take a flat blade screwdriver and just gently pry it in here, just gently, and you'll hear the pops. Those are little plastic grommets back there that are holding this door on. But you're not going to jerk this off. You're just going to slightly pry this off. And I just said something, so I'm laughing at myself. But anyway, I won't say for the younger viewers. But anyway, pull this door off just like that. And then you're going to lift up right there on your window. Foam piece came out. That's because there's a little dill in there. I'm not sure exactly what it's for, but I do not have one in this car. Some cars do, some cars don't, depending on your model. But I'll show you where that foam piece goes, by the way, when we're done. But keep in mind there are several wire harnesses to your light, speakers, switches, and your doors. So keep in mind when you're removing this door panel, be very, very careful. Alright, so again, you have all these different connectors, and they all have little tabs on them that you're going to push in, and then you'll pull them out. But they're on all these harnesses, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 that I can see, but depending on the model of your car, you may have more. So I'm going to disconnect all these. Okay, so I told you about the little foam piece. It goes right here into that. If your door doesn't have the little module that's in there, and I can't recall what it is, but it's a little yellow thing with a bunch of wires. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's there. I'd say the best way to get this door off is put your door panel upright while disconnecting these. And they're color coded pretty much. As you can see, off-white, yellow, white, and black goes in to here somewhere. And then there's your light one. So there's 4 different connectors. Again, if this thing is there, you may have to disconnect that. Again, I'm not sure what it is. I've only seen it in one car. So that's how you remove a door panel. And then to put it back on, you pretty much just go in reverse order. Alright, so for this front door handle, the process is the same for the rear. You're going to have these little clips here. You'll see a blue one and a pink one, and these are very, very fragile. I can't stress that enough. They're very fragile, so be very careful when removing these. But all they do is simply pop off this little rod here. See, there's a rod, and they slide off towards you when you're taking them off. It's kind of, there we go. So I can show you with that one. And then the rod just simply slips out of position, just like that. And then you do the same to the top, and that one's going to be backwards. So there you go. And then pull down on that one. So now they're out of position. Now you're just going to take these screws out. Okay, so just want to show you this again. This foil right here, this chrome plating. This stuff's very sharp. If this is happening to your handles, get them replaced quickly. It's only a matter of time before you slice your finger open, or your family slices their finger open, or your dog jumps up and slices his nose open. You can see how sharp they are. Very sharp. So get it replaced. So now we're just going to simply put on our new one. Okay, so here's a new one. Let's get the little blue pieces of plastic. Again, keep in mind, very, very fragile. Just simply slide this one up and in, like so, and then clamp it. And then similar to the bottom one, I'm gonna go push this down into that hole there, and then slide it forward and lock it into place. So now that those are on, now I'm going to put our screws back in. Now that those are in, check and make sure that this is functioning. Okay, that's all functioning the way it's supposed to. So before I put everything back together, I'm going to reconnect the battery and we're going to test it. Okay, so I now have that hooked back together and we're going to test it. However, you're going to hear a very loud grinding noise. That's because I have to replace my door actuator that's located down at the bottom. That's next while I got this panel off, so I'm making two videos at the same time. But we're going to test it. Ignore the grinding noise. Pretend it's not there, even though you can't, and it's going to hurt your ears and you're going to go deaf. Okay, and one more time, just in case if that wasn't cool enough for you. Just kidding. Anyway, so we know it works. So that's all there is to replacing the door handle. Then you're just going to assemble everything back together like you did. Put the door panel on, but before you do, connect all your connectors, screw everything back together, and then put on your little speaker, your tweeter over there. But we'll go through that real quick and put that all back together. Alright, so now let's reinstall our door panel. We're going to stand this upright and connect all our connectors again. Remember the tabs connect. So there's only one way to put them in, and these are color coded. Okay, flip this around. Now connect your light. Okay, make sure all your wire harnesses are nice and snug. Okay, good to go. Make sure this is out of your way. Okay, now that our connectors are all in place, we're going to put back on this door panel by putting this like so. You're going to kind of tilt it at that angle. Make sure these little white brackets here, or I guess they're black on this side, on the front door. Back they're white. Have them like that, and then you're going to slide this little groove right here into your window channel. This can be tricky, so yeah, you just got to be really careful. Slow, methodical, careful. Okay, before you snap this back in place, don't forget your cool little foam piece, if you have one for your vehicle. And make sure that wire right there is out of the way. Then you're going to snap these all back into place. Like so. Next thing, put your little tweeter back. Okay, I just wanted to show you this. On Reassemble, you have to kind of twist this wire around a little bit. As you can see by the imprints of the foam, that's where it fits. I can't do it with one hand. It was taking me a minute to snap back together, but anyway, that's how it goes, like that. And then you can snap it back together. So I just want to show you that. Alright, so now we're just going to simply replace all the screws. Alright, this concludes another successful BryzGarage. Thank you for watching. Just kidding. Anyway, I hope this video helps you replace your front driver door panel. Again, this is a 2003 Hyundai Sonata. This should work on 2002 to 2005 Hyundai Sonatas, replacing your door handle, and probably a lot of other vehicles in a lot of other years. But that's how you do this one. Pretty easy. Yeah, if this video helps you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching BryzGarage, and have a great day.